All right. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Hunters Hub, episode 163. This is your host, Fortuan, joined by co-host Pan. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Like I was telling Ace, I'm getting weird dating messages on an app, and it's just not. Oh, gotta full screen this thing again. Nope, Facebook, stop it. All right, there we go. And
I'm very sorry. My Audacity is apparently not talking to my mic right now.
okay. Well, while she's doing that, welcome Ace.
Hi, how's it going?
It's all right. It's okay.
So, like I had mentioned, I binge watched the entire first season of Invincible last night, and wow, that was a incredibly gory ride.
I've heard so. I've been watching a gory show as well about superheroes called Harley Quinn. So
that show was wonderful.
Oh yeah, I'm not done. Spoilers for Harley Quinn. I'm at where Ivy just died, apparently.
Okay. Clap me back in. I figured out the problem, and Audacity was talking to it the whole time.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1. All right. Pan is back in the game.
Yeah. So Audacity is calling this set the webcam audio. But I just smacked the crap out of my webcam, and no sound showed up on Audacity, and then I smacked this and sound showed up. So yeah, but Audacity is calling this the Microsoft webcam audio, so whatever.
Okay, that's a bit odd.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I panicked and thought that the same thing I did 2 weeks ago happened.
Fair. But hey, there was not a break in that audio, so I don't know why. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be talking some Monster Hunter tonight. We have a Monster of the Week to talk about, but if anyone's wondering where Morg's at, Morg has had a shit show of a week. Not only has he and his father contracted COVID, but there's been a death in his family on top of all of this. And
I hadn't heard about that shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
He put it on Twitter. His brother-in-law of his passed away.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so, and there were some other things going on as well. So we won't have Morg this week. Hopefully we'll have him next week if he's feeling better and up to it. But if he's not, that's entirely understandable. We will be continuing the three of us tonight, and we'll be talking about the future of Monster Hunter, or more so like what we'd like to see in the future of Monster Hunter, especially regarding mechanics, and that kind of stuff. More of a broad spectrum thing, since we haven't given our full review of Monster Hunter Rise, and we're waiting until we get the 3.0 update and have had time with it. Welcome everyone who's watching now, and welcome everyone who's listening later. We'll get into Nerscylla, and Ace, lead us off with your number one monster behind Rockne. Did Rockne replace Nerscylla or no?
Well, like usual with me, my lists don't really have like a top spot. I just have tons and tons of favorites. Nerscylla definitely being one of them.
So you have like participation awards in your brain?
How dare you, sir? How dare you? I resent that. Wow.
Sorry.
Sure. If you wanna put it that way, I guess we can.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just really
feeling what? Sorry?
Yeah.
A little spicy.
Spicy. Yeah. I don't. Maybe it's this American Dew. The stuff's pink.
That definitely could be it. I don't know.
Red Dew.
Yeah, red. What used to be what it's called. Now it's called Mountain Dew Dew SA.
Oh God, all the all the damn dew puns that they make with those.
It
I
is.
have shampoo. I have Chempog in my nose right now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. It's what pisses me off about this Mountain Dew is the fact that it's Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage. I don't care for Code Red. I love Whiteout. I haven't seen Whiteout sold separately in like 3 years, maybe longer. Ah,
Welcome to my struggle with seasonal beer packs.
And then Taco Bell apparently bought the rights to the Baja, so you're not going to see it in stores anytime soon.
no, ever again. Taco Bell, you bastards.
You'll just have to do what I recommended. Just go there and
Good
order
evening,
like 4
Leaf.
meals
Yeah.
and just pour collectively into like a 64-gallon drum and just have it on tap. Perfect.
I don't think you can put soda like that on tap. I think that's why when you have a soda machine, it keeps the syrup and the carbonation separate until you pour it.
Well,
Look, it works in my brain. Just let me have it, okay?
Like, you can put it in the same kind of thing. You have a beer to keep it carbonated, but it's still a limited time kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
So, anyways, back to Rocknut or God damn
Nersilla.
it! I'm mixing them up again.
Nersilla.
No. Although I did pre-order the Rocknut Kadaki plush, so I'm excited for that.
I keep calling it Rocknut Kodachi in my head.
Yeah, because Toby Kadachi. Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, back to Scylla.
Spidey boy.
This guy.
Girl.
Yeah,
Tag.
I would say it's certainly female. It has babies all over it.
That's Rock.
That's Rockna.
Oh, God damn it!
I love this.
It's taking over everyone. It's taking over everyone.
Now, in Pan's defense, Nersilla does drop queen substance, which we would normally associate with female, but I don't feel that there's enough as evidence for male or female in the Nersilla, other than that item. I think it's just a generic name for an item. But anyways, so Nersilla, take it away.
It definitely became an instant favorite of mine when I came back into the series with 4 Ultimate. I love just fighting the jumpy, scuttly spider.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that with just itself and then the subspecies Shrouded Nersilla, that they wear different monsters, and that gives them, or in turn, gives them their.
We realize that we're in a game chat room and not on a call, right?
Ha!
What?
Are we? Are we in Hunter Sub 1?
Yes, we
are. Oh, man. That's... Well... We're going to see a live transition.
We are competent tonight, folks.
How?
It's just broadcasting my one monitor, so for the Twitch stream, it won't make a difference other than they'll see the Discord. So see you over in the other room.
So, dear listeners, what just happened is that we were tying up a chat room in the Discord instead of our usual private recording chat room.
Yeah.
So any old who could have wandered in and interrupted the podcast if they'd realized what we did.
Oh yeah, which I've thought about doing because I forget who it was set up that joke a while ago for it, but was it Shane?
Or Shane did. Yeah, Shane mentioned that a long time ago,
Yeah.
yes.
I always thought about just jumping in before I was a co-host and just being like, let's go.
So back to Rockna Nersilla.
Yes.
Rockna
I agree with that. Nersilla perched on top of Rockna Kadaki.
Nursilla.
No,
Jumps off.
no. There's no perching on top of other monsters, please. No. No, thank you.
Only the male Celtis is allowed to do that to the Celtis queen.
That's true. So, there's Scylla.
Yes. I like that it uses poison element. It's the Gypsyros hide that is on its back and draped all over. I like that it webs you up and then very quickly either reels you or goes and directly attacks you.
Mm-hmm.
Shrouded Nursilla, I feel, is not as preferable to me.
It's
Doesn't have like the
it's
same.
weird because that's the one it basically hooks to the sky essentially.
Yeah,
Um,
that
it's
was weird.
it's covered in a kazoo hide, which is cool, except it lives in the desert, and kazoo doesn't go to the desert very often.
So it had to have gone to a cold place and then made its way back. It was like, well, fuck that. I'm never going there again. But at least I got this cool jacket.
Yep, yep. So I don't understand that one. But it's still a fun fight. That one focuses more on the sleep, if I remember correctly. It's been since, gosh, when was that? Like 2014 that was like big. 15, maybe 15. Yeah.
I feel like maybe it would have been better if it had used the hide of like a Zinogre or something like that. Or per your preference, probably, what if it had used the hide of a Rajang?
I don't know.
Got that back from Kieran.
See, Karen just loses its horn. Doesn't really die.
Yeah, but how embarrassing to lose to a spider.
I mean, in folklore, although Kieran is a Kieran, not a unicorn, but in folklore, unicorns die when you saw off their horn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but Karens technically aren't unicorns, even by their own.
I know.
Stuff. But it is a good piece of information. They treat it like a unicorn, that's for sure. Especially supposed.
That's why I was saying that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be super rare, but this is about Nerscylla. So it's your favorite monster because it's a spider, or just the fight, or what?
All the above, honestly.
Okay.
I enjoy the fast-paced nature of the fight. I enjoy knocking it down when it's hanging upside down from the ceiling too.
Mm-hmm.
That was really big for me. I came back into the series for Ultimate. Immediately Insect Glaive, my main. I came into 3 or 4 new weapons, and I was just like, ooh, what is all this crap? When did this come in? And then
Yeah, it'd have been
the ability
3.
to, yeah, and then the ability in some cases to pole vault over incoming attacks was super spicy. And then it got even more buffed when Generations and Generations Ultimate came out, because then I combined that with aerial, and instead of just pole vaulting up and slightly forward, you like launch forward, and that immediately became in those games my favorite method of transportation. Whenever I was using Insect Glaive, I wouldn't even put it away. I'd just go and launch myself along the battlefield.
Okay. So Pan, any thoughts on Nerscylla for you?
I really like it. I really like the fight. And if I recall correctly, Nerscylla does have a pretty decent sword and shield, although it's been a while since there's been a game with her.
Yeah, it's been long enough. I don't remember any of the equipment from it.
Yeah. And although also sadly, I like even though by my memory, the Nerscylla sword and shields is a pretty solid poison weapon. I always just go with the Rathian one because it's a goddamn rapier and it's cool.
It's true. Yeah, and that's an iconic one for Sword and Shield.
Yeah, exactly. And so I can't really help myself. The stats on the Rathian rapier would have to get pretty bad before I stopped using it. They're already not great. But
Yeah.
anyways, Nersilla's a pretty cool fight. I don't recall ever really using any of Nersilla's armor. I can't remember the skills that tend to get passed down with it. It's been
No.
a while,
Yeah.
sadly.
It's too long for me to remember any of that stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
but I do like the spider what Temnocerans, or is that what they're called? The spiders?
yes.
Yes. I do generally like all the Temnocerans, so I like Nersilla. Definitely a very solid monster. I'd say a solid A, yes.
Okay. For me, Nercella has always been a good fight. The with Nercella being the introduction of the Temnoceran, and then Shrouded Nercella, following it, I would say that it's a unique monster. I do like. There's the movement when it webs you. It doesn't really come at you directly, but it does this thing where it's like it like wobbles in a way towards you, like a spider like walking along a web. Um, I do like that quite a bit. I like a lot of the sort of insectile movement. I like that how both the Temnocerans and the Neopatrons, they'll twitch when they're dying. They're just sitting there like. One of
Yeah.
the coolest things with Nerscylla is breaking everything, breaking the spines, breaking the crystals, I would say, and breaking the hide all the way, and it looks just naked. It looks like a vulnerable
Yeah.
naked spider versus like this intimidating armored thing to begin with. They do a very
Yeah.
good visual design with it, sort of like losing power with breaks. I would say that Rachna creating its own armor with the webs kind of has that same feeling, like where it's a little naked for a little time, but they're sort of fixing it by like it re-armors itself, quote unquote. So um I enjoy Nerscylla quite a bit. I always remember Shelob from Lord of the Rings because of Nerscylla, because of the spider shing and then you fall asleep. And then, if you remember in Return of the King, where Frodo gets stabbed and starts foaming at the mouth and then goes to sleep, and everyone thinks he's dead. Um, like I,
I
uh,
I was I was thinking Aragog from Harry Potter,
Well, Aragog
the
is just a
Forest of the Spiders.
yeah, Aragog's just a redressed Shelob, so yeah.
Yeah.
sure,
Um.
I've seen the Harry Potter movie. Was it in the movies? I don't remember.
Yeah, Aragog was
Yeah.
in the movie.
It was in the second one, I'm pretty sure. And then dead in
Oh, if it was the
this one.
second one, I would have said totally fuck off because that's where they have the basilisk, and just it's a snake. And now, yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
they have the whole chase sequence with the car or whatever.
Oh my god, it's a sleep weapon, not a poison weapon. Why did I think it was poison?
Mm. I
I
mean,
just lost all my Monster Hunter cred right there.
actually, to be fair, you saying that, I do remember in Generations Ultimate, I do like using the Nisela Greatsword because it is a high damage, high sharpness sleep weapon. There's two versions of it actually.
Oh,
There
oh,
is a
wait, some of
poison
them
and a sleep.
there's a poison and a sleep one.
Yeah,
Cool.
It alternates.
yeah, and I think both of them have purple sharpness in Generations Ultimate for the Greatsword.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Sword and Shield one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I actually, for a time, used the Nucilla one over the Chrome Razor, which is usually my favorite poison greatsword. Um, so yeah, the weapons are pretty good. I don't remember anything about the armor at all. I would assume that Rachna follows some of the. I know the Rachna stuff in Rise because I have some of it for a bow set, but I assume that Nacella bow set gives some of that stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Um. So, anyways, yeah. So Nerscylla, I give Nerscylla a solid A+ for me. Um, a very very good monster. I feel that I don't know. It's not as scary. is I would want something like that to be. So I think that's what's keeping it out of an S tier for me. So Pan, what did you say it was? You didn't hit push to talk on that.
Oh, solid A.
Solid A. So A plus and
Yeah.
an A. So
Like I said, my S ranks are reserved for monsters that are enjoyable to fight, that look cool, and they give me great armor or weapons.
right, and I think where that fails for me is the armor part because I don't remember anything about the armor at all.
There you go. There's one of the sets.
Oh, that is ugly armor. That is ugly ass armor.
So Ace, what is your rating?
There better be some good skills on that armor.
It's an S for me.
Mm.
I enjoy it. I enjoy the bugs a lot.
Okay. I don't know where that averages out. It's somewhere between an S minus and an A plus. So
I'd say probably A plus.
okay,
Who's keeping the spreadsheet?
that would be Morg. So
Somebody like send it to him.
I will. I will. So alrighty. So that is Nersilla. So we'll get to talking a little bit more about just general progress in Rise and what we want to see in the future of Monster Hunter now that we've seen Rise mechanics wise. Because like I said at the top of the show, we don't want to really judge Monster Hunter too much, Monster Hunter Rise too much before we get 3.0. Especially for me, because like monsters are the lifeblood of a Monster Hunter game, and we can talk about monsters in general, but we don't know all the monsters that are going to be in the base game yet. So we don't even have a hint of what the next monsters are, like we did with Camellius. So, we gotta actually come to think of that, we should probably know sometime, like something coming in. Because it's the end of this month. Like, next weekend's the halfway point of the month. So,
Well, I don't know why chat says I lucked out there.
oh, about it being both poison and sleep, I'm assuming.
Oh, huh.
came out about that time. That's the one thing I don't get with Twitch is like there's always a delay. So like
I'm a one screened peasant, so I'm not checking the Twitch like I normally do.
ah
I have another screen. I have it. It's right here.
just yeah, no cable.
I just don't have a cable.
Yeah. Oh boy, I could never go back down to one screen. I am at 2 at least.
I've been at it for about how long have we been recording? And it sucks.
I can't look. Well, actually, I could look. I could just gotta move my mouse around and find it.
You could look because you have 2 screens. 22 minutes.
Yeah. 20. Yeah.
22 for me because of the mic issues.
Yeah.
I'm 2 weeks now at my new job.
Mm-hmm.
We have a laptop sort of in the center and then 2 other monitors up above. And whenever we end up getting, gonna be probably a 2 monitor setup, because just interfacing with that and then working at home yesterday with 2 monitors, I was like, I need another.
I had the same thing happen. I had the same thing happen to me. I had to do some work from home yesterday, and I had a piddling 2 monitors because I was using my husband's computer. And at work, I have 3. I have my laptop monitor and my 2 extra monitors, and I was just like, I'm crippled. I don't know how I can work under these conditions.
Man, yeah, I would go when I was one of my jobs. I had 3. Same situation with the laptop and the 2 monitors, and I'd work from home and I'd go down to 1, and I was just like, well, I guess I'm doing like stuff where I don't have to flip back and forth a lot, because boy oh boy, actually when I worked from home at that time, I had the recording computer in the basement. So what I would do is I would put like the work stuff that I would focus on, but I would put like YouTube or whatever I was listening to or watching while I was working on the other computer, and have the headset for that computer on, and then work from home that way.
Yeah. So for my husband with his super fancy computer, before he got this one, long time ago when we were much less well off, he got a very nice gaming laptop as like a birthday / graduation present from his parents. And we couldn't afford to buy him a monitor. So he had one monitor, and then he used the HDMI cable for our living room TV to be his second monitor, which was less than ideal because it was also in the TV position where he was at his computer desk.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know how he lived like that.
Necessity is usually the answer.
Yeah.
So,
back at the plot.
Yeah, so Monster Hunter Rise, Pan, where are you at in Rise as far as goals? And because you've beat Endgame, so
yeah, so I beat the endgame. At this point, I'm basically just trying to fulfill everything on my wish list for like armor and decorations, and I mean I've got a lot of things.
Sure. Yeah.
Basically, what I want to do is have a loadout and build for every damage type.
Sure. Okay.
So I need a lot of like damage up gems. I want at least 4 or 5 damage up gems for every damage type, except dragon, because the armor set that I use for the dragon damage type is full like dragon damage up.
Oh,
it's the butterfly. It's the butterfly armor.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to get gems for every damage type. I'm trying to complete the Rathalos armor set because that will go for my fire damage set. And goddamn, can I not get a Rathalos ruby for the skirt? The desire sensor is real. I have like 12 plates. I have 12 plates, and I'm just melding the crap out of Rathalos parts at this point.
Okay, yeah, because you're just killing so many Rathalos. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, I'm trying to get an armor set together for every damage type that I do. I've completed 2 or 3. But there's a few left to do there. I have not completed every hub quest. There's 2 or 3 hub quests that I haven't completed because I'm prioritizing getting my damage type loadouts.
Sure, yeah. Also, there's been another event quest pop up. I don't know if you saw.
I didn't.
Yeah.
What is it?
There's another one.
Yeah, we have a Nargacuga to fight. And
damn it! I killed so many corals.
And it gives you a sticker set, a new sticker set.
Oh, I don't use stickers, but okay, I'll still do it.
I don't either. You okay there,
I saw
Ace?
that.
Holy cow!
That was some reflexes, man.
That was a big sneak. I'm glad I have the ability to mute my mic.
He had some reflexes there to like mute his mic. Damn.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I will eventually complete every hub quest. It's just I haven't gotten around to it, and I'll do it at some point. There's 2 village quests I haven't completed, and that's because basically I don't have my ultimate armor set yet, and I will go after it when I have my ultimate armor set.
I assume one of them is that final test one.
Yeah, it's actually I think it's just the final test one that I haven't done.
Okay.
I could probably do it in my Teostra armor, but I just haven't done it yet.
Where you're fighting a Geratidos and a Great Ludroth. You've seen that, right?
Yeah, I know. We saw.
Oh yeah, it throws me off every time. So one of the things that bugs me, I forget which one it is, but one of the like glitched out combos that it's not really there are like 2 monsters that I need to farm for gems or for decorations. I keep calling them gems because that's what they are in World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
And I keep being disappointed every time when I realize, oh wait, those aren't the monsters I'm gonna go fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just kind of trying to get my ultimate decorations, and I'm really, really trying to get a perfect talisman. I don't know what that perfect talisman is yet. it's probably going to be something with either earplugs or handicraft. If I can get like handicraft 1 or 2 with some decent gem slotting, then I will be super happy.
So I got a really good charm right after you
Oh
logged
yeah,
off that day. That it was
oh yeah.
part
The fuck
part.
you for getting that talisman, right?
Yeah. Uh. So the let me see. It was Part Breaker 3, and then Divine Blessing 2, and a 3 and a 2 slot, I think.
And that gives me hope for getting a handicraft 3 and a at least a 2 level gem slot. That is my ideal. But
Yeah.
if I can get handicraft 2 and a 1 level gem slot, I'd still be happy.
Now, I'm not super big on the Divine Blessing part of that charm.
Oh, I love divine blessing.
No, I do too. I like it, but I would rather have something like Handicraft or something a little bit more offensive, because my defense is really high on this build already. So if Divine Blessing um, doesn't pop up, like if it doesn't activate, it won't have it doesn't have a lot of negative effect for me because I have like a four gem bonus for defense up. So like I have like percentage defense up. Like I'm my defense is really high. So I don't really need the extra like 30% reduction at times. Um but it helps, right? I was doing fine without it. But I only have the extra defense also because of what that charm allowed me to slot in over other things and change my armor. Because I got the Part Breaker 3, I was able to get away from the Narwa gloves. They have Part Breaker 1. Um, I actually don't remember what I replaced it with. I really don't. Um,
Yeah, there are two that I have that I pretty much use exclusively right now. Uh, one of them is a 2 slot with 2 levels of part breaker and then 2 levels of slugger. So that'd be my hunting horn and hammer go to. And then
mm-hmm,
I have another one that's like I want to say I'd have to double check, but I think it's like a 3, a 2, 1,
mm-hmm,
and then it's got 2 levels of part breaker and then 2 levels of counter strike.
mm.
What does Counter Strike actually do? I don't understand it.
I don't know. I honestly
Supposedly,
don't know.
after you're thrown off a monster, which means after doing a wyvern ride, you have a bonus to damage and defense. But I don't.
Which if that's the case, then that'll come in handy for me.
We don't know if
I
That
that's
was
sounds
only
that
if you
sounds super
fail.
handy for soloing.
Sure,
I
yeah.
was
But I don't know if
I
that's you fail the mount and you don't, or if you. I would assume that it's any time you get on a monster and then get off, fail or succeed on a bonk or whatever.
I was in a
Knocked off your feet, what
expedition
chat is
tour.
saying. So I don't know. I guess that's
Knocked off your. Oh, okay.
oh, so like a big hit or something. That's a lot more useful than I thought.
Gotcha.
What the fuck is going on in chat?
I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know about Urgot is League of Legends thing. I don't know. I
but
guess
yeah,
there's a professional player
I
with a
was
beard.
I was in an expedition tour today, and
Mm-hmm.
a Rajang I was hunting made a Rakna Kadaki mountable, and then I just didn't get any hits because I'm late and I only go for the big hits. So by the time Nursilla, or God damn it,
Rockna.
Rakna Kadaki, by the time Rakna Kadaki was just about to hit it, Rajang was already hitting me again. So I completely failed that mounting
Hmm.
session because it just kept comboing me, and then eventually the timer ran out and I got kicked off. And damn it,
Hmm.
stupid monkey!
Yeah, I mean I don't hate Rajan, but He's not on my.
No, I don't hate him. It's just that was a very unfortunate situation that maybe would have been made better by some more tactful playing on.
Yeah, instead of just mashing A.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. So Pan,
So where are you at in Monster Hunter goals? And I just remembered you could share your recent discovery. Not recent, but I think it's since last week that you and your brother made that discovery that you shared with me.
Yeah. No,
The
I will.
unfortunate.
I was gonna ask Ace where he's at first, and then I was gonna get into the deluge of my crown hunting.
All right.
I've gotten testing out most every single weapon. I think I
Mhm.
have at least one mission complete with everything but Lance. Pan, you'll be happy with this. I've been using Sword and Shield a lot lately, and I went and made that 100% affinity ninja sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the yes. I just made that today. I just got it fully upgraded today. I'm intrigued by it. I want to see where I can get it when I get a full handicraft. But I don't have a full handicraft build yet. But I want to see what I can do with it with a full handicraft build, and I want to compare that to the Nargacuga sword, which I also have. My gut says that the Nargacuga sword is better because of it'll have like white sharpness for days.
And then like I have that going, and then I was doing some stuff with I think it's the Metal 2 gun lance,
Mm-hmm.
and I have that very very nicely set up with the Damascus layered armor.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Damascus armor as darkly colored as I can possibly get, which is like a really dark brown, so that looks very on motif with the black and gold gun lance.
Oh, okay.
It just looks like I'm a. It almost looks like I'm a palatial guard with a cape, or like a palatial knight.
Okay.
I like it.
That just made me remember that in Generations Ultimate, if you beat all the village quests, you had like rainbow RGB armor, and I missed that.
Yeah, we haven't got that yet.
Hopefully it comes in the I was gonna say
expansion?
hopefully in the 3.0 update or something.
Maybe. I could see that happening in 3.0 for sure.
I want my RGB armor.
Yeah. Yeah, they call it rainbow because it flashes between every color, essentially.
Yeah, I know. It reminds me of like all those RGB loadouts on r/PCMR.
I'm assuming that all their towers and stuff that they're. Mine just is blue. I can see my two video cards that are hooked together. EVGA GeForce RTX 2070. They're lighting up. I can just read them.
See, my husband's computer tower looks like a Daft Punk rave. Mine has one single RGB light on the fan, but I didn't build it, so that was not my conscious decision.
Yeah,
my husband is a sucker. I say this pleasantly because I know you're watching, Steve. My husband likes pretty lights.
Likes the shiny, is the way my brother likes to say it.
Yeah.
Likes the shiny.
He likes pretty lights. So his entire like desk area is very colorful.
So
back in Scouts we came up with an acronym for that. ADOS, attention deficit. Ooh, shiny.
Nice.
Continue.
So for me, my guild card is one achievement away from 100% still. I figured out that it's not the dog hitting 100 or hitting 50. It's not any of your buddies. It's all of the cats at every single. You have to have every single like cat support type to level 50, and
wow.
So my training hall is that is what the training is the buddy training is doing now. Like that is 100% 5 cat. It's got an extra cat in there because it's got 6 slots, but 1 cat of each type just on constant training to hit level 50 because I really don't use cats. I'm a Palamute user because
Shit, I need to do that. Also, yeah.
Yeah. So
I've been trying to get some fighty cats all the way leveled up so that way I can just keep sending them on Meowcenary missions. Although, do Meowcenaries get XP when they go on missions?
they do. Yep. They do. And you can
Good
send
to
out
know.
4.
You need to be sending out Meowcenaries too then.
I am. But I send out 2 two Palicos and 2 Palamutes. And at the time it was easier to say, okay, just go in the training room, because like the Palicos and Palamutes, I specifically set them up to go on Meowcenaries. Same thing with the Gatherers, the trading people, or the trading buddies. So the guild card is near 100%, except for that one achievement. All the other stuff was actually kind of easy. So crown hunting, I have completed 11 monsters at this point. We are now currently working on Volvodon, and accidentally working on Basarius as a result. And I put this out on Twitter. Talked about this with Pan quite a bit. There's a reason why we had 224 Great Boggy and hit like about 95 Kuluyaku. And 100 no, Great Azuchi was just bad luck, because there is no duel. If you are crown hunting, 100% never do a quest that is 2 of the same monster. It will not give you a crown, period. That quest will not give you a crown. So this is coming from someone who has crown hunted a Great Boggy using the double Great Boggy quest. And we killed it, like I said, 224 times. My brother is only 3 behind me on that count. Like, it's not like a big split. We did this over a course of a week, just constantly doing this same Great Boggy quest. We ended up getting it on an expedition and another quest.
I freaking told you, you gotta do expeditions, man.
It's not just no
expeditions and normal quests.
I have gotten so many gold crowns from non-expeditions.
Yeah,
just by dumbass luck.
Expeditions and normal quests are just the same. The dual quests specifically are the ones that are bad. But you didn't know that, Ace. You didn't know that.
421. You remember that
I had
meme?
a suspicion.
You remember that meme picture with the 1,000 or so Diablos that had been slain?
Yes.
I wonder if they were doing the double Diablos quest.
Were probably doing Quartet of Horns. So
yeah. That's oh my god.
If that is a real thing, because if
that picture is real, yes.
If that picture was real, the 1,000 Diablos captured with only a single large gold crown, no small, they were probably doing the dual quest. So yes,
and
if you're crown hunting, don't do duels. So we are working on Volvodon now, which has a dual quest. The only other option is to do expeditions, but we don't like to do expeditions because they take longer, and like you go in, you kill it, you come back out. It's easier just to find a quest with a monster in it, and it's about the same chance as Ace here or there. We are doing a Volvodon with a Basarius in the arena. That has worked out.
So you don't have to chase it around.
Yeah, somewhat. I actually have a clip out on Twitter right now. It was actually a really funny clip. We had just killed Basarius. Basarius seems to go down before Volvodon a lot in this quest. It's just because of how we focus it and whatnot. So I'm carving Basarius, and Volvodon is ready to die, essentially. But I'm hoping to get all 3 cars before Volvodon rolls over, and he starts rolling towards me really slowly as I'm carving. So I get done with the 3rd carve, I get up, I smack him with an overhead chop, kill him. Quest ends. And then I start carving Volvodon. And I'm like, hey! Nice. And then the tagline for that is, it's not delivery, it's Volvodon. So crown hunting, we discovered that yes, avoid dual quests at all costs. Even if
No wonder you kept getting gold crowns when you quested with me, because we were just doing random quests to fulfill my wish list versus the double quests. No
Mm-hmm.
wonder you kept getting
Yeah,
gold crowns with me.
the odds are much better now that we have figured this out. Once we figured that out with the Kulu Yaku, where we're like, fuck it, we're just gonna go on expeditions. It was within 20 Kulus that we got the 2 crowns. Um, so we are on the path of getting Volvidon. Like I said, we from this quest we've got a large Basarius and a small Volvidon. So we are hoping to crown Volvidon, because if we crown Basarius before we crown Volvidon, we're just going to start doing expeditions for Volvidon. Because our method is we go down the hunter's notes list and just hunt everything down. And if we get something along the way, if like, okay, we'll do a dual quest if we have to do, like, if there's a Tetranodon with something because we don't have a large Tetranodon, then we'll do it. If there's a dual quest with like something else with it, that's fine. So but if we have like we're not going to do it if we have Basarius crowned all the way and we still have Volvidon to do, because now we're just hunting an extra monster for no reason other than melding parts. It is nice that now that we have killed Kulu and got him crowned, that we have put ourselves out of the range of having to crown hunt things that don't give melding materials. So we are on the track to melding. My brother, who doesn't have a full 10 up at the whole time, because I have a full 10 up at the whole time because of the insane amount of rampages I did on my own, which I still haven't hit 10 on either Apex, Rathalos, or Diablos. I'm sitting at 3 and 5, I think, maybe 3 and 6 hunted.
Oh, whenever you go to farm the Apex Rathalos, let me know, because I've got to farm some Rathalos. Apparently, the ruby drops a little. I think it's a 5% on Apex versus 3% on normal.
Oh, okay. It's not in the hunter's notes, but I'm sure people have data mined that.
It's different, or it was different on Rathian, so I'm assuming it's different on Rathalos.
Okay, so deductive reasoning. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm assuming it. I'm making an assumption.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what deductive reasoning is.
It's true.
So for me, it's still just crown hunting. I don't really have a lot else on my goals. I've basically crafted every weapon. I have stopped using lance and bow entirely. I just got bored of them. So I'm still just on greatsword. Actually, I've been considering, and I'm not sure. Don't hold me to this, but I have been considering grabbing a capturing card and actually streaming some of my hunts on here on this Twitch. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do that because I already do a lot, and I already don't write my ecologies lately. So, like, there's a lot of things that I could be doing, but we'll see. We'll see how the tax return pulls out. If I can get a good capture card, if I can get a good way to play for the setup, because if that was the case, if I did change nothing about my setup, this would be the stream. Me looking.
Yeah, you got to decorate. You got to decorate that shit. That's why I was cool with putting all the board games behind me.
Yeah, so
Get
like
a nice RGB strip, bedpost there.
So I'm not sure. It's a lot of work, but I don't know. It seems like it might be fun, but I'd have to get a capture card, and that's.
You'd also have to get some lighting.
Yeah, I've got my little lamp right there. It's just a little lamp. Green screen, all of that. Oh gosh, no. Literally, the back of my bed's like right here. I can hit it with my arm. I don't have enough room for a green screen. I don't have enough room to turn my chair all the way. Like, green screen. I can't. Ugh. I mean, sure.
Do you have a ceiling fan?
I do.
Just hang like a green tarp from that off of like a clothes hanger.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If the ceiling fan is literally above the part of the bed you can see, so like it would just be sitting on the bed. The green screen. I live in a room, people. It's a room. So it may not
On
be.
that note, Ace, your poster behind you.
It fell.
Oh, that's
It's you gotta fix
stepson's.
that.
It's
Anyways,
the odd one's out.
so
I think it has some tack, but the tack keeps wearing out, so might just have to get some.
so I've been considering it, but I'm not sure. So because it's a lot more of a work. Like because I put it on Twitter, I was like, hey, what maybe I should stream. I don't know. And people are like, yeah, just do it. And I'm like, yeah, but there's a lot of factors that I don't like. I don't know. Anyways, so that being said, let's move on to the future of Monster Hunter and what we'd like to see, at least mechanics and features wise. So I will say mechanics and features wise, while I don't want to. I don't want to like quote unquote spoil our review for Monster Hunter Rise, but I think we all agree that we're generally positive on Monster Hunter Rise. Um, and I would say from a feature and mechanics perspective, Monster Hunter Rise is really solid. Quality of life. We talked about this last week, I think. What are we going to do without the wire bug? Like, the wire bug is a game changer. It's just I don't know. I don't the mobility keeps getting better and better, and the wire bug seems to be like the best.
Eventually, it'll just be an item we fly around the map like Superman. Yeah, in midair.
I might draw the line before that. I mean, if we're just literally flying around, like maybe gliding could be okay. Like wingsuit gliding, maybe.
The the bat suit
Yeah, you saw that on
circulated
Twitter.
this week.
Monster Hunter base jumping. I mean, we already did that in GU in the volcano.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
God, that was the superhero landing to end superhero landings and kneecaps.
And chest cavities because your legs would go straight up into your chest. So
God,
I would just say
continue.
for the future, in my perspective, we talk about mobility and quality of life. I think for Monster Hunter, this has to be the standard going forward. And I don't think any one of us here would disagree with that, considering our thoughts on the wire bug. Like this, maybe it's not the wire bug. Maybe there's some sort of grappling hook or something. But the mobility, this has to be the standard going forward, I would think. Like, how can we live without this mobility? Now, granted, a lot of people have enjoyed
Radioactive Rakna Kadaki.
radioactive rock.
What?
What is that from?
Spider-Man.
Oh, gotcha.
Come on, people.
Okay, sorry, I guess. So, but yeah, like mobility and that kind of stuff. Like it's been getting better and getting better. Like when Ace and I went back and played 3 Ultimate, I was like, Ace, I can't take this. Like, why do I have to press A to jump up on a ledge? And I'm like, up over the ledge. I'm like, I'm a big guy. I don't want to have to do that. It looks like that would be me jumping up that ledge rather than my hunter. Like, oh, let me get my leg. Oh, let me get my leg up. Oh, we got it. All right, we're up.
We're still not done with that, by the way. We still got to go back. Got to take on Elatreon and all the other elders that I haven't faced in that yet.
We took on Elatreon. You triple carded.
That's in the past, though.
Past is in the past. Let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing. Some monster farming and some set build won't solve.
It's true.
Plus some reverse learning the monster too.
Yeah, that is not
Learning
the
old
Iceborne
style.
Elatreon. Yeah, that's for sure.
I wouldn't even say it's like the generation's ultimate one.
No. it's closer. Also,
Oof.
in Generations Ultimate, you have more mobility.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Aerial style.
Or Adept.
Not
Like
yeah.
Adept.
Not
you can
only aerial but adept.
Yeah.
Adept is very
It's
useful.
God. I know Adept was so good, but God, Aerial.
I know. It's your
Ari-
favorite. Adept's my favorite.
Aerial is just great for Sword and Shield because it covers the greatest shortcoming of Sword and Shield. You can't reach anything. You just have to bite at their ankles.
I got you.
So if you use Aerial, you can jump up there and actually hit parts that matter.
It's true. Yeah, you're not.
Which
not
I gotta
ankle
say,
biting.
I like the wirebug moves that you can Sword and Shield and Rise. I've been enjoying a lot of the which one I use. Obviously, I have
Whirling
the
sword?
Shoryu Geki one, and then the one where you sort of launch forward and then you hit it, you go up a little bit and then slash down.
Yeah, that's my go-to because that basically is that sort of attack. That was like a 3-button combo in aerial style in GU. So basically, within I have that equipped, which is always. I basically have aerial style. So all I need is oils, and then my life is complete.
Well, the Hunter's Edge for the Greatsword is essentially the same, where I jump, I do the bounce up, and then I come slashing down, and I can choose to do, which I found out, I didn't know this. You can charge up the just the down chop as well. So you don't just do the overhead, but the one where you do like stab down like Link in Legend of Zelda, that can be charged too. That's not just a straight drop. I didn't know that. So I was like,
yeah, it works same on Sword and Shield. You can charge up and do either a down slash with the sword or like a downward bash with the shield.
yeah.
I generally do the downward bash with the shield because it's a little slower, but it deals like so much more damage.
Also KO. A lot of KO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've incidentally KO'd when I didn't expect it.
I don't worry about KOs because a lot of times I'm hunting with my brother, and he just gun butts things to death with his headlight bow gun.
Yeah, he does.
I
Holy
just do
cow.
the downward shield bash for the extra damage.
Yeah. Although I will say, now that I learned I can do the down thing with the greatsword, or the I'll just call it the link jump. The link jump actually is a little harder to hit still because you can't control it as well in the air. So I end up still not using it, even though it's sometimes better damage wise because it hits a lot more times than the slash. Slash it only hits once. But anyways, that being said, like I mean we're in agreement. Like Rise has to at least be going forward what we have for mobility, right? I mean, like I can't imagine what it's like if we don't. If we even go back to Generations, I think that'd be kind of rough. What do you guys feel like? Yay, nay? Is that
that or a variation of like the clutch claw where you reposition yourself off of a monster. So like zip off and then dodge off.
I'm not talking just
yourself.
the zipping. I'm also talking about the wall running and stuff.
The wall running has got to be here to stay.
Yeah.
I think they can certainly improve it because sometimes I zip over to stuff. Like earlier today, there's this word that my husband is always getting on me for mispronouncing.
Uh-oh.
And I will describe what it is rather than try to pronounce the word again. It is a cave spike that starts at the ceiling and points downward.
Stalactite.
Thank you. I can't say that word. Anyways, one of those things. Mm-hmm. So I was chasing after a Rathalos, and I accidentally zipped over to one of those downward-facing cave spikes, and I just ran in circles accidentally until my stamina bar ran out.
Yeah, that's happened so many times. Where,
I have done that as well. I've done it on the mites, the stalagmites. So just woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. The camera wigged out so hard I didn't even know what was happening, and then I just fuck it, there goes my stamina, and then I fell down and I realized what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the wall running could use some work. and
Sure.
I think they need to improve the controls for it. I mean, Monster Hunter is really good at being snappy controls.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to really improve the controls for it, but I hope to God that it's here to stay because it's such a game changer.
Yeah, I would say that would maybe be really one of the only gripes that I have with, because I've definitely had it where my camera is set like straight on from where my character is, and I'm pressing up on the directional pad to run up the wall, and my character is like, "Haha, no!"
Yeah, it's finicky at times for sure. Um, yeah. Okay. So I think we all agree we need to keep the mobility.
And I want some more. I know Monster Hunter is very divided into like the small monsters and the big monsters.
Mm-hmm.
I want some like medium monsters that come and bug you in the out of the way places. Not bug you, but I think they're maybe threatening or something of a fight. Like maybe beef up Remobra a little,
So sort of like mini invaders.
maybe. But just something that can come and get you when you're up and out of the way or on like a small ledge area that like a big monster couldn't necessarily fit on.
A pack of feral dogs,
Yeah,
feral jaggies.
Some more danger. I would still classify those as smaller monsters because they call them large monsters because they're target monsters that you hunt. I see what you're saying. Like you
beef
want
up the
some
small
more,
monsters
you want some more dangerous small monsters. Okay.
that can come and get you in like the more remote wall run only areas.
I tell you
Stalker
what,
monsters.
those wall crabs that could do it. That shoot the monsters.
I haven't had any trouble with the wall crabs yet, so
I don't think they've shot me yet, but
Yeah, I think it says in their bio that they shoot at large monsters because they're threatened by them. I've never seen one
whoa.
actually shoot a hunter, because
hmm.
they if you like specifically take the time to watch just them when you have a large monster in the area and it's
Yeah,
like
they aim
aggroed
at
on
it.
you,
Yeah.
they specifically like point and swivel around for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then incidentally, if you try to interact with them by like hitting them or they die, they just sag, clutch to the wall, and I felt bad. I was like, oh, they weren't doing anything.
Hmm. I've never been able to interact with them. I thought they were purely uninteractable with them.
No, you like with other because I've tested it on other endemic life. You can interrupt them or stagger them with weapon hits, but you can kill them to sort of go limp on the wall.
Hmm.
And then I feel bad about my.
You should feel bad. You just killed innocent life.
I flogged myself for several hours.
Okay, maybe not that bad. All right. So so small more dangerous smaller monsters, at least, certain ones could be more dangerous. Okay. It's not bad. I'm not sure how I feel about that one personally, but that's not bad. Um Ace, and any ideas for what you would like to see in the future? Obviously, Panda's not the
Uh
only idea, I would think.
there there's a cavalcade. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, of ideas that I've had several years. Um, I'd like them to do relaunches or remasters of like all the previous games, release them in collections like that. Um, I'd like also eventually to see like a game where we have a giant cohesive world and sort of in, I would say, style that we do have right now in Rise, but like have it where travel via quest. So like you're hunting, doing specific quests to a new area, sort of like we saw in the first Stories game, where you're traveling through the world and doing sort of quests at the same time.
Okay.
Um, but have like every single previous location that we've been to in the game, and have every single previous monster in the series available
So you want the Pokemon fan base pipe dream?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And another I'd like is to have a bunch of like the frontier monsters brought in, because I've seen a lot of cool things out of there. And then
That
eventually I'd want just a game that by itself has all new monsters. Like there's nothing old, everything is.
I can't agree with that one. They'll never do it.
I
no,
know
they won't ever
but
do it. They won't ever
No.
do that. But
You're always going to have at least two, which is Rathalos
it's
and
gonna be
Rathian.
Rathalos and
Yeah.
Rathian.
I
Yeah.
know.
Man, there was something else.
Sorry, I know I dumped a lot there.
No, yeah, you got. Oh, it was one of the last podcasts we did before you joined, but we did our like sort of top 10 monsters we want to see in Rise.
Mm-hmm.
And like every monster was just, most monsters that I pulled were just deep dives off of like Monster Hunter Wiki of like monsters that we've never even seen in the West. And good God, I want them.
Akura
Also,
Mishima is my number one.
Yeah. Also Gormagala.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was like a Quetzalcoatl monster. There was just some fucking beautiful like bird wyverns.
Oh yeah.
And we have like stupid chicken.
You know what? I don't be knocking Acnesom. Acnesom looks amazing.
I'm talking about Kulu.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well.
No, Acnesom looks pretty cool. Acnesom looks cool.
Mm-hmm. I love the crane design.
Yeah, there are some like really beautiful bird wyverns.
Yeah.
And some flying wyverns.
I tell you what, I want the Thanksgiving monster back. Hypnocatrice. He's a turkey that puts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to see him come back. That's a wonderful bird wyvern. Now he works a lot like a Kutku or a Gypsaris or something, a very old style bird wyvern. I don't see. This is one of the things I didn't want to focus on too much today. Now, not saying that we can't talk about monsters to a degree, because I mean, like I say all the time, monsters are the lifeblood of this game. But we actually don't know what's coming in May, the end of May. All of this, we could be like, I really hope we get the X, Y, and Z. Obviously, we're not going to get everything we talk about, but like, we have no idea what's coming at all, and then we don't even know what's coming in the expansion. But I would monster themes that I would like to see in the future is I would like to get away from something where we put a lot of monsters into one sort of category. It's okay to have a lot of monsters in same categories, but I want to get away from what we have currently in Rise, where we have one Temnoceran, one Piscine Wyvern. We have no, and I'm talking about large monsters. We do have like, for instance, we have Snake Wyverns, but they're only Remobra. We have Piscine. I don't think there's any more. I think the Gaiji were just fish. So I don't think they're Piscine Wyverns, but so we just have the one Piscine Wyvern. We have, I want to see a lot more variety within the same categories as well. Like I want to see a lot of categories and then a variety within those categories. Now, one thing that I think Rise has done expertly in comparison to every previous game is they have really balanced out the elemental distribution. Water has never been on par with anything else until now, ever. There has never been as many water monsters as there are now in Rise. Granted, there's not a lot of high tier water monsters now. I think the highest tier we have is Geratidos, but go ahead.
Dragon element.
Dragon Element's a little lacking right now, but I'm thinking that's probably going to get fixed in the update. That's possibly why Kushala has some dragon attached to him. But as far as like weapon variety, Dragon Element has 2 weapons for most weapons. We have, because everyone has a Debushi weapon, which is dragon. And then also there's at least one weapon, I think, in every category that has dragon. It's either a bug, some rare material weapon or armor that's dragon element, which is normal. You normally have like a something like that as a rare material for dragon element. Um, but like in the future, I really want to see a good balance like we're seeing now. But I do want to see a lot of different kinds of monsters, in which we're getting pretty well in Rise. But I want to see that continue. Um, on your note, Ace, I would love to get some of the frontier monsters. However, there might be some difficulties with that, considering they have always promised those would be exclusive to Frontier and always. Now, that's not true because A, Frontier is gone, and B, they broke that twice already, both with Hypnocatrice and Lavaseath. Which, why the hell didn't we get Lavaseath? That's another one I was just like, what? It's an easy Piscine Wyvern. Yeah, I know. People don't like him, but screw you. I like him.
Piscine Wyverns just get way too much hate.
No,
Yeah.
they get an appropriate. If anything, they don't get enough hate, but they have at least the bare minimum of hate, is what I'm going to say.
It's okay. It's okay. It's her
Disagree.
opinion. I like Piscine Wyverns. I like all monsters except for King Shakalaka. You can go fuck himself. But so Pan, you had some other ideas? Is there another one you'd like to talk about?
I'm sorry, I'm currently in Piscine Wyvern hate mode. So first idea for the future of Monster Hunter.
No Piscine Wyverns? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
No, there's a quest where you have to kill 4 Cephadrome all at once in the arena. And at the end of it, you get an achievement that says, got good.
Nice. Boy, could you imagine the chaos of one Sonic Bomb that would cause?
I like it.
They'd be flopping everywhere.
Oh boy.
They should just make a quest called "Looks like fish is back on the menu, boys," and it's Geratidos, Beatotus, Lavasioth, Green, and Normal Plesioth.
I can't handle this. All right. Yeah. So actual ideas for the future of Monster Hunter. I want more colorful monsters. I want more fabulous armor sets.
Sure. Okay.
I want to see some like goddamn gorgeous like burn your eyeballs armors. Is what I want. Now, Narwa
There you go, Plesioth.
Narwa and Ibushi both made great strides towards this, but I really hate that stupid neck brace that they both have.
Sure. Yeah, the big cloud thing. Yeah.
Like it just reminds me of that time that like it just makes me think of that time like I did a half a flip on a trampoline when I was 10. I tried to do a full flip, but I landed on my head.
Oh.
I'd wear like a big thing. Anyways, that's all I can think of when I see those is like those neck braces that you have to wear if you do have a neck.
The dog collar personally, but okay, I get you.
Yeah, the lampshade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see other ideas for the Monster Hunter franchise. More monsters. The greatest thing about Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is the absolute sheer number of monsters in it.
Sure. Yeah. I think we have the potential here because we're sitting at on a base game. We're sitting at a good like about 36 right now, 35 or something like that. This is including the apexes, which apexes I think are fair to count differently. Personally,
sure.
my line is if you can crown it, it's a different monster.
Sure, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, as a crown hunter, it's a little biased, but
I'm honestly a little surprised we didn't get Glavenus.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of fingers crossed for getting him back because he's a fun fight. Mm-hmm. He's a lot more he's a lot like Angry Pickle, but I think he's a lot more fun than Angry Pickle.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Devil Joe is a staple for invasion monsters though. And I'm okay with them pulling aside to Basil Geese. Um, Basil Geese is
What's his name?
Basil Geese. I'm not gonna say it a third time. I knew what you were trying to do. Yeah, on 2 from last
I
week.
have no idea what you're talking about.
What's his name? Crap, that actor, I can't remember his name, with Winona Ryder. That movie with Winona Ryder. There you go.
Michael Keaton.
There you go, Michael Keaton.
I have a fun tangent about that, but later. We'll continue on the plot for now.
Sure. I will say that Basil Geese is a good invasion monster. I would have liked to. I will say probably in the expansion we are probably going to get some subspecies. I'd like to see the return of Fulgur Anjanath. And Pan, you never fought Fulgur Anjanath. Fulgur Anjanath is an Anjanath that's lightning elemented.
And when it charges up and does its roar, it almost has like a Godzilla-esque kaiju sounding roar.
Yeah, his roar is amazing. But Fulgur makes for a great invasion monster as well. I like Fulgur because like a regular Anjanath was very much tied to the ancient forest and the desert, which makes sense. He's kind of tied to a couple maps in this one, including the caverns. But Fulgur being a full roamer, because Fulgur started in the snow map. I can't ever remember the name of it, but
Snow map.
yeah, ice map, ice, snow, whatever. He started there, so seeing him pop up into some other areas would be kind of cool too because of Fulgur. I like the idea of invasion monsters. That's been a thing since 3rd gen. I like to see that continue. I would like to see. So there's a lot of monsters. I don't know if you know in this one. There's like quite a few monsters that stick to one area. I don't know if you knew that, but
I had noticed.
Yeah, I kind of like that because it kind of gives you like, okay, here's a couple monsters that sort of appear like a lot of places, but here's a couple monsters that are like, this is my home, this is where I live. So like a lot of the early crown hunts that we had to do, like Lagombi, Great Boggy, and that kind of stuff, stuck to the Icicle Islands. So we were there quite a bit, but it kind of gives it a feel like, hey, I'm probably gonna see this here. Where you have some things like Somnicanth that can appear in multiple areas. They don't really feel like they have a home per se. If anything, if you really had to nail me down where Somnicanth lives, it would probably be the forest, the flooded forest. But
Somnicanth likes water.
But yeah, he just likes water. So I like the idea, but like the flooded forest, it has a couple residential monsters as well, like Geratidos. So, there's like so many cool things about it.
I'll be right back.
Sure. And then you would think that Rachna would be a cavern monster. But Rachna actually shows up in the sandy plains as well. So Rachna is
I've never seen him there.
Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I don't know what only appears in the caverns though. I can't think of anything that only appears in the caverns.
Wrath.
Nope. Both of the wraths appear in the shrine ruins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
I was gonna say Akantor.
The Cantor?
Or God, what's
You talking about Agnactor?
Yeah, Agnactor. Yeah, that's another one I can't pronounce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we have the Uruktar there. The Uruktar are the babies. Or maybe.
Yeah, we need some more lava monsters.
We do. I think we'll get that with. I think we'll get that with 3.0 though. I think we're gonna see some of those monsters that are teased pop up in 3.0. Like, that's a guess on my part. Is we're gonna see Zamtrios and Agnactor. I hope to see Gravius. I'm losing hope for Gravius. Like, I don't think he's gonna pop up. But he might, because that'd be a good surprise for the flooded forest because it's known for being in swamp maps as well.
You know who would look nice in the in the shrine ruins?
Hit me. I don't.
God, I can't. Duramboros.
Ooh, yeah, Duran Duran.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is that what he's called?
I call him that because of the band Duran Duran.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, it's Duramboros. I'm like,
Yeah.
did I just make that word up?
No, Duramboros, yeah.
Yeah, Duramboros would look great in the shrine ruins. He would fit the aesthetic so well.
Could you imagine if Duramboros had a quest? His quest that appears, kind of like the joke name "Can't Kill It with Fire." If it was "Spin It Good," you can spin it. That's just Duram in my head. But
And it's two Duramboros.
yeah,
That makes it Duram.
Duram.
But I really feel the thing you said earlier about how you want more than a few of each like monster class.
Yes.
Because I think to me that kind of feels the same way. We're like, yeah, I should on Piscean Wyverns right and left, but if we're gonna even have Piscean Wyverns, we should maybe have more than two, and also they should probably be a little bit more than just reskins of each other. So yeah, we should probably have like at least two or three of each class.
Yeah.
That would make me happy. Also, I want some all new classes.
Sure. Yeah. No, I will always say that we need all new monsters. Let alone all new classes. I can't even think about what we would do. There's classes that haven't been included either A for a while or B just not in this game. Like the Neopatrons. We have small ones in the Banabra. But like a new, even though I'd love to see Celtis and Celtis Queen return, and some new Neopatrons would be kind of cool. And speaking about Temnocerans, we could, I don't remember what Akira Vishima is classified as. I think it's a Neopatron as well. But
I was about to ask who even else is a big Neopteran. Ace has something to say on this, looks like.
I'm a big fan of them, and I would really like to see the love child of some of the artwork that is in Illustrations 3, because originally Celtis and Celtis were envisioned differently, where Celtis was actually like a sort of pitfall bug that would create traps in the
like
ground.
an antlion.
Yeah.
And then that was what had the big like pincer tail.
Yeah.
And then Celtis, I think, flyer of the what I'd like to see is a Temnoceran based off of a is it a orb weed? Not an orb weed. A pit
Funnel web spider?
I think so, yes. Where it creates the trap in the ground.
No, it's called
and
a
then
trapdoor
springs
spider.
out of that.
Trapdoor spider.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
There's also a spider, I think, South American rainforests that uses its bristles as an irritant for birds and things like that.
Most tarantulas will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
you're probably talking about the bird eater.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the bird-eating tarantula. But most tarantulas use the hairs on their backs to irritate basically anything coming after them.
So, speaking on that, envision instead of capturing a Gypceros or a Kezu, it's a new spider that captures Acnosom, Kutku, all the birds that we have, and then takes it back to its nest. But I can see a Temnoceran uses its coarse hairs and things like that, sort of like Ceregios shoots off its scales, but instead of causing bleed, it causes paralysis.
We had a good thought, my brother and I. There's no bleed right now, and Narga got bleed in the previous game. So is it gone?
Well,
that makes me sad because I want Steve back.
Have you run over its tail quills on the ground? Because wasn't that what caused bleed off of him?
Yes, that is.
I have fought a lot of Nargas.
And I have been hit by the quills directly and not gotten bled.
Yeah, I've fought and killed a lot of Nargas. It took a while to get my like Nargacuga armor and my Nargacuga sword all the way upgraded.
Hey, I could attest to this. We have a large crown Narga. We got it. We got it hunting together.
That evade extender, really, really fun skill to have.
It is. Yeah. So like, I agree. The variety is always key. Whether it be elemental status or just monster type variety. I think that's where Base World failed really hard. Is there was a lot of lack of monster variety. Um, then Iceborne fixed that, but it took what two? It was a year. It was a year that Iceborne released, right? A year later.
About, yeah.
Yeah. So it is Iceborne. The world age felt like forever, though. It just.
Oh, one thing I really, really miss from World, that I hope this isn't like some sort of like weird fever dream, because you remember World came out a week before my son was born.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks before my son was born. So that entire time period is a little bit blurry to me, but I played a lot of Monster Hunter World during my lucid moments.
Yeah.
There was a thing where you could trade in stuff to get rare drops.
Yes.
I want that back.
Okay.
I want it back so bad. I don't care how many Defender tickets I got to turn in. Can I just turn in like 500 Defender tickets for a Rathalos Ruby, please?
There was a lot of negative feedback with that because people were like, "I want to be able to farm the monsters
People
with the parts."
People have more time than me, apparently.
Nah, that's true. You don't get a ton of time to play, and I understand that. Considering like most of this week, you spent all of your playtime with me, most of it.
Yeah. So I get like I don't like to play Monster Hunter with other people if my son is awake, because at any time he could like freak out and only want mommy to come deal with his problems.
Yeah.
Like he sock off and doesn't know how to put it back on.
Well, I mean, my kids don't have that problem, and I still don't play when they're awake, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't play while he's awake. So I basically get like an hour, if I'm lucky, at night. I get an hour a night to play it with other people.
Right.
I've got to go to sleep, otherwise I'm going to have a bad time at work the next day. So yeah, other people have more time than me, and I want to be able to buy my Rathalos Ruby, for fuck's sake.
Okay. I mean, I'm not against it, honestly. I never needed to in Iceborne or World. Because hey, crown hunting, like I farmed for some stuff, but it was also ridiculously easier to get gems and that kind of stuff in World.
Yeah, didn't they have like an 8 or 9% drop rate?
It's not even that. It's the investigations. It's the investigations having the gold, silver, and bronze boxes. You could get like if you just had silver.
I forgot about that.
If you had silver, you could get gems like no problem from high rank.
I forgot all about that.
It's kind of weird in eyes though. With the Elder Dragons, I've hunted 8 to 9 Camelios, and I think I've gotten 6 or 7 of the Camelios.
That's just good luck, dude. That's just good luck. The drop rates are there and they're low. Now granted, me getting 2 on the first hunt like you for Camelius, pure good luck. Conversely, we were pseudo fighting Kushalas for me every once in a while because I had never got it. I didn't need one, but I wanted a Dora gem because I never got one. It took me 6 of them to get 1. Conversely, so
the desire sensor is real.
It is, yeah. Yeah. I mean, how many Rathalos have you specifically killed for your Ruby?
I think I'm up to like 13.
Okay.
We can do some Apex Rathalos after.
I'm
That's
up
what
for
I
it.
was. That's what I was saying to Ford earlier. Like, hey, when you're ready to farm those, hit me up.
I mean, I could farm that at any time. My default right now is just crown hunting. Like I said, we're up to Volvodon, and then after Volvodon, we're going to go for Aknosom. And Aknosom is looking for a small specifically, so we can eat for Weakener, which even supposedly helps.
Yeah, that makes it better.
Yeah.
God, we need. Oh, also, I want another thing. I want food for like any kind of buff that I could imagine.
Okay.
And another life-saving thing. I want some kind of way. Now I know there's a little bit where we can. There's a little bit where you can control what talisman you're gonna get. Because there's certain
Sure.
meldings where you can like meld for certain skills, but only
Yeah.
some of them. It's still a crapshoot.
And I don't think you're going to get the rarity 7s off of those either. I think you have to
Exactly.
go for the top tier.
I want some kind of like mini game or sort of melding mechanic where you can like throw like 50 part breaker talismans into the pot and you pull out your perfect part breaker talisman.
Or at least a max part breaker with other random skills, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
I want something like that.
Well, that's the
Now
thing.
that would lead to like absolutely redonkulous talismans. So you'd have to have some sort of like point cap, which they clearly already do have some kind of behind the scenes encoded point cap.
Yeah, there's some sort of formula to it, and
Yeah.
because you
So
can't get like a full handicraft. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get like full handicraft in all three level 3 gem slots.
No.
That's never going to happen.
Mm-mm.
But there would have to be some sort of point cap to it. But I want a mechanic where I can throw in like a bunch of talismans of a certain skill and then get out a better talisman of that skill. And it can even be some sort of stupid ratio where I have to throw in like 20 level 1 part breakers to get a guaranteed level 2 part breaker.
Sure.
I would be okay with that. Also, part breaker is the skill I'm using as an example. I don't actually care about part breaker.
No, I
Get
do.
the idea.
I do.
But you care about part breaker.
Yeah, all of the gems, all of the charms I have kept is because of the level of part breaker on them, like 100%. Like for instance, I would gladly love to see like a part breaker 3. Yeah, 4 points into one skill is the cap. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, there's no like ridiculous things that you can get. I will say that I'm not against them having RNG to some aspect, because that is kind of what keeps you going. And I think World did a little too much to mitigate the RNG to where you felt like you completed things immediately a lot, especially in Iceborne. It's like, hey, I fought this 3 times. Okay, I never need to fight it again, unless you're like me in a crown hunt. But like I killed Fatalis twice before I was like, I could never have to do this again. And that was not terrible because Fatalis is really tough, and it could have been a possibility that I could have only ever done twice. I think I killed him 5 times in total. Whereas like it's really weird because I think there needs to be a little bit more of a balance back to the RNG side, but I see where you're coming from, Pam, where you really need the gem. And if you're over 10, then that's a little rough. And I have a little bit of a different perspective or a different problem doing the crown hunting stuff, because the crown hunting stuff is the parts don't matter. And we have a game, and Pan, you were privy to this week, where my brother and I have a contest on the rare drops throughout the session of us playing together. Recently I beat him 6-3, and the other night he beat me 6-2. So like, it's not like it's terribly rare, and there is some amount of bad luck there, but we're talking beast gems and wyvern gems for the Basarius and Volvidon instead of, Rathalos gems. I think I only ever got 2 Rathalos gems. I've maybe killed 20 or so.
Yeah, and I think I got a Rathalos gem on my second or third Rathalos, but that went straight into upgrading my my fire sword.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, I always upgrade weapons before I upgrade armor.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of. I'm very much a wait and see about Monster Hunter. So like my idea of what Monster Hunter could be in the future is a lot of more of the same. Just more monsters and more stuff. And I like what they're doing with it so far, especially with the mobility. A lot of stuff with Rise. I like the mechanics. I think if I were to say something for me personally, I really want to see a lot more support or information, at least on about crown hunting. I would have rather not fought it's essentially 200 Great Boggy for no reason. Like I'm not sure, and the crowns are. This is the least supported crowning game, like the least supported because we don't have any way to manipulate the chances as we've had before, and it's pure RNG versus just a low chance that you can game it a little bit. Like World, I think, whereas World was the best for crown hunting, Rise is one of the worst. like it's still enjoyable because Rise is enjoyable, but as far as like crown hunting goes, I feel like the tools there to support it are just not available. So, and again, this is all speculation at this point too, because we don't know what's coming in 3.0. I really doubt they're doing anything about crown hunting. I really doubt it, unless it comes for some reason and extra guild card achievements. That's when they add the small and large crowns, maybe. But yeah, this is also the first game that they aren't supported in the guild card too. Guild card achievements, since they have been here, have always had the small and large crown awards.
I'd be a little surprised if it doesn't show up in update 3.
Yeah, I kind of...
Or update, whatever, 3.0.
Yeah, 3.0, which would be update 2.
Update 2, I guess.
Yeah, which is weird.
I think it'd be cool if they had the camera feature where it could give you a likely gauge of it being a small or a large crown. Could sort of compare with previous ones. Previous pictures of monsters that you've taken.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, that's one of the things that is a problem, because like you don't know until you get an update, and that's purely like a text on the sidebar that flashes up.
Yeah.
Whereas even World would give you like an end quest size, like this is the size of the monster, and you hunted, or that kind of thing. And yeah, there's no real way to gauge it. Now, granted, that doesn't change how I hunt, because hey, I'm doing a target quest. I'm going to finish the quest because I need the materials and or HR at this point. And even then, I will still kill every time. I'm not going to skip out on a quest because it's too small or too big. I am going to hunt it and then come back, and that's what I'm going to do. That's kind of my HR grinding. This might be the first one I hit max HR too. I've never done that. Closest I came was 860 something in World for HR. I was like 400 something in MR at the end. So MR Pan is master rank, which they just added in a whole nother level system on top of Iceborne, and I was like, why? Just keep it HR.
No, I was trying to remember what my hunter rank in Generations Ultimate was. Because that was the one where like I had that on my DS at the defunct phone shop before they closed that shop down, and I basically just played my DS all day while I was on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then they closed that location down and they brought me to the main location, and then I was actually busy and working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for like 4 months, I was paid to play Monster Hunter all day, and I helped like one customer a day.
Yeah. Like I said, that
So
was my,
I forget.
that was my
I had
Radio
a
Shack days.
I had a stupid high hunter rank.
I don't think I ever really breached 200 in a lot of the games outside of World.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever, not until like, the day I retire and I'm in like a nursing home where like we're all like old people doing like old ass World of Warcraft LAN parties, I will ever have that much time for video games again.
Yeah.
Unless we do COVID 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Please no.
I can't wait. I can't wait to just be sitting in my rocking chair talking to my grandchildren about Monster. Back in my day, we used to have to press a button to get up a ledge. Sure, Grandpa.
Back in my day, we had to pack pickaxes to mine the geodes.
And they didn't even have a spot. It was just a crack in the wall. What are you talking about, Grandpa?
Talking about second gen. Okay.
Back in my day, it was just a crapshoot to get whatever talisman you needed.
It's true. Still is kind of though.
I know, that's because it's our day.
You could summit the mountain and put a flag on the top of a pole and watch it go up.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, I miss Treasure Quests. Treasure Quest was a cool thing.
Yeah.
Pan, you probably didn't do this because Treasure Quest was like Freedom Unite days. It would be a quest where everything's account items, and the goal is to get as many account items in like a 15-minute time limit.
That's another thing for the future of Monster Hunter. More variety in the hub quests.
Okay.
Because it's either kill X number of small monsters, kill or trap big monster, deliver item, grab enough account items. Those are the only kinds of quests we get.
Sure. Okay.
Why can't we have a, cut the tail off this Rathian or trap, or, they want it for the zoo, so you got to trap it without, like, beating the shit out of it too hard. You can't break the parts on it before you trap it.
Don't do that.
I mean, that'd be hard as fuck. You'd have to solo that one.
Don't do that to me. I need to break parts.
Because they don't want their zoo specimen to look like beat to shit and cut half to pieces.
Oh boy.
That's like the entire antithesis to Fort's existence right now.
I know.
I know. That's super not part breaker friendly. Like I don't even have talismans that don't have part breaker. I don't keep any that don't have part breaker.
Or like you have to do XYZ before the hunt is over, otherwise you fail. Like kind of like with the subquests, but they're more hardcore.
I don't know. A lot of people are just like, I just want to hunt the monster. I don't even want to capture it. Like a lot of people are just like, hunt the monster. That's all I want to do. But I like this idea of maybe some more. You know what I would say is I'd like to see a lot more variety of monster quests. So like we get a lot of dual quests, but like in later stages of some of the games, like we get 3 in this, but like World and stuff had event quests with 5. I'm okay with 5 monsters. Like
I'm genuinely offended that there is no Rathalos and Rathian quest.
Oh my god, There's not. Holy cow. I didn't even think about it.
How did you not notice?
I mean, okay, It took me a month to realize we had no Aptonoth or no Apsaris, and like having no Aptonoth feels like a freaking cardinal sin to me. It's like, wait. The staple herbivore of Monster Hunter, you're just like, fuck him. We're going to put in Slagoth instead.
What if?
Yeah. So I'm kind of offended that there is no Rathalos Rathian quest.
What if we get an event quest that's the apex of both?
I
I
I'm
have to farm both their gems, so go for yes. Let's fucking go. Let's do this.
I'm okay. Like, I mean, I don't need to hunt any more Apex Rathian, but I'll do it. I actually know I
I'm
do.
very cold right now. That's why I'm shivering randomly.
I
It's cold in my basement.
um I do need to farm her for the crowns though. She has the Apexes outside of the rampages have crowns. I guess we have rampage as a variety of quests too.
I want a baby wrath monster.
Just a little wyrmling that you're just gonna kill.
Well, so it would be a small monster, but if you don't kill it fast enough, it's got a
Mhm.
decently high health. If you don't kill it fast enough, it summons a random wrath.
Ooh, so it's like a timed curry pecco. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that idea. You know what I really want? Zamtrios. Because I
Oh yeah, yeah. We just need Zam. I want my giant tubby monster sumo fight.
yeah. The
Yeah.
Street Shark. I want Street Shark. Um I don't know. I just the direction of Monster Hunter is really good right now, but it can always get better, obviously. Um I think for the future, we've talked a lot about this in general, and I think a lot of people do as far as weapons go. Um, like seeing new weapons or that kind of thing. Obviously, we're not getting any new weapons right now. I don't think they'd announce a new weapon in an expansion. I really don't. So if we get another new
That
weapon, that's
that
like
would be
Gen
so
6.
weird for like the game engine.
Yeah. But if we're talking new weapons, um I would really like to see some more pseudo ranged weapons, like the the supposed boomerang or chakram, or something like that, where you're kind of throwing it and it's coming back, or that kind of thing, where it's like a mix between the melee and the ranged, where you're more playing at a mid distance. I mean, a lot of ranged weapons play at close or mid distance, anyways, but that is something along the lines I would like to see. Of course, my
A
favorite being
whip,
a flail. Yeah, and a whip would be good. I think I don't know. I just like the
a
idea
whip
of a
with like
flail.
a blade on the end,
Mm-hmm.
or like blah, 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 blah. What's her name? The dominatrix from Soul Calibur.
Ivy.
Yes,
Yeah,
her thing. Whatever the fuck that thing is.
yeah. It's a sword whip. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What? What, Ace?
I mean, she is. She's a
Call
dominatrix.
call my description inaccurate. I dare you.
I think it's more laughing how I knew it right away, but I'm familiar with Soul Calibur, so
So yeah,
I
I want
mean,
a sword whip.
I did buy. I think it comes in the 13th to my store. I ordered Resident Evil at Best Buy, so I'll be getting squished by a Tresk.
uh, he's talking about the tall lady. Mm. Yeah, one of my friend chats has been going off. They don't play games a ton. Like, I'm the biggest gamer in that group, along with my brother, and they're all up in arms about Resident Evil 8 right now. They're all like, "Oh, yeah, I really want to play it right now," and I'm like, I might get it. I want to play 7 before I play 8, but I'm not.
I haven't played any.
I also want a
So
caveman spear weapon. I've talked about it before. I want to get like, I mean, I like the sword and shield because I can get right up in there, but I really want to just like fight a monster like nothing but like my spear, and I just gotta like get up in there and stab it, or I throw the spear.
You,
Like it'd be a good like dual like you can ranged and throw the spear and it magically respawns because it's a video game, or you get up in there and you stab it.
or just have
um,
it be like a chain spear.
okay.
Yeah, I guess it could be a chain spear.
Pan, have you and Steve watched Primal yet?
No, I keep telling him to watch it with me, but I'm not going to watch it until he wants to watch it. And
Okay, the first 5 episodes that made me fall in love with the series is on HBO Max, and I know you guys
I
have
know.
that.
I know we do. I know we do. Look, I want to watch Primal, and he likes Gennady Tartakovsky and all that. But the Bad Batch just came out, and that's what we're watching now.
Okay, where is the Bad Batch?
Disney Plus.
Okay, I have that as well. So
Yeah, the Bad Batch. We watched most of the first episode yesterday. Then Soul woke up from his nap, and then TV time was over.
gotcha.
I watched all of the first season yesterday.
Okay, yeah, it's fucking great. At least as much of the Bad Batch as we saw.
So you watched all of Bad Batch and then all of Invincible yesterday?
No, I haven't watched Bad Batch yet. I watched all of.
You're cutting out for me. That's the problem.
Yeah, you were cutting out super hard too. Yeah.
It's connection thing.
Yeah, it's your internet because now you just dropped to
Am I
like 2
out right
frames
now?
per second.
Can you?
Ace just became a potato.
Maybe that's what he was
Hold on.
saying, is that he watched all of Invincible yesterday.
I think so. I'm sure this will come out. This will be so weird to listeners. Oh, bye, Ace. This will be so weird to listeners who like it's crystal clear because it's his recording.
Yeah.
Am I better now?
I don't know. But okay, we figured out what happened to you. Your connection
So-
isn't letting you talk to us.
We deduced that you
Oh God.
okay. That was a brain flip. We have deduced that you watched all of Invincible because you have said that already. And is that what
Yeah.
you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
How am I
Okay.
sounding now?
It's you
Am I
sound
better?
fine. You
Yeah,
sound
you're
fine.
good.
It's just it sounded like you watched all of the Bad Batch yesterday, which really confused me because I was pretty sure it's only releasing 1 episode a week.
Yeah, that
I
would
didn't know
that would be impossible. I'd have to secretly be like a content creator, like
Your
a
uncle
whole
works for
preview
Disney.
season. Oh, I wish that'd be cool. Just get everything that they're working on, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, the Ahsoka Tano show that they're supposedly making. I'd love to have all of it.
Let me clarify here. You are a content creator. We are creating a podcast. I'm just saying, maybe one popular enough or in the know enough to get the behind the
also
scenes.
meant
Ace is
directly
also
of my own
secretly John
imagination.
Favreau.
Yeah. Ooh. That'd be a good connection to have for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And
but
the
no, I watched
Avengers.
all of it.
Get your uncle on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, jeez.
My uncle
We're
works
gonna
at
talk about Monster Hunter.
my uncle works at Capcom / Nintendo.
Surprise! My uncle is ready.
Uh,
He knows all.
Now I've talked about this a couple times. I did have a legit. My uncle works at Midway for a while, but A,
Yeah.
he no longer works there, and B, Midway's no longer a thing. So, so there's that. Okay, so any other thoughts for future Monster Hunter? We talked a little bit about weapons. Ace, did you have any? So Ivy Whip, we got boomerang,
I want a
spear.
caveman.
Yeah, primal spear,
I
because that's
really-
why I want you to watch Primal. That's 100% Primal. Like that's what he does.
I really like the idea of a spear, having it sort of be the love child of like the land and insect club, where it's just the instrument itself, no shields like that, and your physical abilities.
The lance
Along with
certainly is
maybe a
not a
chain.
spear. The lance is used like a lance where it's very long and unwieldy, whereas a spear is meant to be a little more dexterous. Now, nothing about the lance gives me 300 vibes, whereas a spear and a shield would. I don't know, but it's hard to justify a shield on a spear when you got the lance with the shield and yada.
And also the sword like fills the 300 like niche.
Kind of. I don't feel the same because it's a lot of slashing versus stabbing.
Yeah. But yeah, I want a caveman spear that you can like throw, and
Mm,
it's a sort of dual class range and up close thing.
yeah.
Yeah, for uh, nothing else that I can really think of. Although I think it would be kind of an exclusive bomber class, one that only uses, like
Grenadier?
grenades. Yeah,
Striker mode.
That would be so annoying to play with.
It would. Yes, it would.
Bowguns are already annoying enough to play with.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. My brother being a light bowgun main. Yes, they are. No.
I just check
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for
when
it.
I play with you guys.
Now, having flinch free 1 solves everything with him. Aside from the big the big like what are you want? The crag. Is it the crag? Cluster shot.
Cluster.
So yeah. Anyways, any other ideas for the future of Monster Hunter? Because like it's weird because we were trying to find a topic today. It's weird because like we're in this limbo where we're between updates, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, I mean, we couldn't do a whole
And
progress.
we don't have Morg here to fill us with like bubbly, happy filler content.
No.
We're all
think it
serious
would-
mode.
I think
Hey,
it would be
I can
kind
be
of cool
goofy.
to return to sort of that second gen
Jeez.
thing, the treasure hunt
Yeah.
style quest, but instead of that, have it be like you're actually improving the village.
Mm.
So not only would we have the village quests per like a specific quest handler, and then the hub quests, each individual person of like importance to the village would have like their own quests. So like for example,
We already have
Mogi.
some of that.
yeah, but I'm saying like directly they give quests to specifically upgrade, like for example, Mogi. So like you would specifically take on quests from her, then improve the kitchen, the output, like that.
But you do,
And
they are
I'm gonna
requests.
say I'm getting every third word from him.
Yeah, same here. But that's what the requests are, the speech bubble quests, because they request it to the guild and the guild approves it. And then you do get recipes, and eventually it does upgrade as a result. And you even get like weapon designs for the blacksmith through those requests.
I know.
Okay, I don't see the difference here.
I don't know. Just my own head brain.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. No, it's fine. I'm not, maybe a more direct line of quest, maybe you're thinking, instead of just an upgrade here and there, maybe a little more impactful requests, maybe, is what you're thinking.
Hopefully
That makes sense to me.
hopefully with the expansion we actually get to go inside the big town hall area in Kimura, because right away when I first started exploring the village, and it's kind of small in scope, I would say.
Well, that kind of works from a functional end, because you don't want to run everywhere, and you can teleport everywhere now too, which helps.
Yeah.
I don't know. They always try to make them functional as well for the player. That's probably why it's so small. Not a lot of places to explore. There's some areas, like you can get back behind the Fugin's area to talk to the sailor cat and stuff like that. Down to the docks. You don't know about
What?
behind Fugin's area?
Like
To the left of him?
the main hall. Wait, what?
You don't know about
Oh
this
my-
area?
God. Hold on. What?
So you go into Kimura Village, you walk up to Fugin, and you go left. There's a cat
And what's up?
standing back there near some doors that are cracked, and the sailor guy walks to the. You don't know about that?
Oh, what the shit?
And have you never gone down to the docks?
Nope. I just found. Oh my god, what? What is my world?
You
Wait,
didn't know this either, Pan?
what?
Okay.
What?
I've been too busy trying to get a fucking Rathalos ruby, okay?
Wait,
Wait,
for
how?
me, it's guild card
How do you
stuff.
go down?
How do you go down to the docks?
Yeah, because I'm
You just
to
run.
the left.
No, it's not. No, that's not going down to the docks. There's just an area there beside him, and sometimes there's a cat standing there, and sometimes the dock worker walks up to those double doors. And then you can go to the docks if you run past the hunter's hub, and you just run down the path to the docks.
No, I've been down to the docks. I just didn't know about this little side area.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's just a little
Okay.
side area that the sailor cat hangs out there a lot of the time, and yeah.
All right then.
Now I found a lot of this stuff when I was trying to talk to every villager, and it turned out the only one I hadn't talked to was one of the cats standing beside the Argosy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see the one on top of the barrels to her right, or her left, my right. But yeah, so I for one thing for the another future of the Monster Hunter story wise, um, I'd like to see a lot more about the guild. Like I know that there's been that anime planned, like Tales of the Guild or whatever. I I want to know more about the guild. I want to know more about this organization, this pseudo military organization that is really controlling every hunt. Like, granted, they don't want to delve into that too often. They want to make a simple game with a simple story to fight monsters, and I'm 100% okay with that. But if I were ever to want to know something about the lore more than they give us, then it would be about the guild. Um, that would be something I'd like them to explore. And I really, really don't like this whole Monster Rider thing for the like. I like the games, but like lore wise, I don't really like the implications of Monster Riders because it makes the hunters look like just uncultured swine that kill things because they can. To be fair, though, the Monster Riders kill just as many monsters. They just not the ones they capture or whatever, or ride.
A friend.
Yeah, it just they put the hunters in a bad light. I feel. I was like, see, I'm a hunter. Don't do that. Anything else for like future of Monster Hunter? Kind of tapped out. Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting tired.
That's okay. Kind of a light episode today. Anyways, next week we'll have Hot Sammy Slims on, and be talking more Monster Hunter, getting to know him pretty well. They have their own podcast. They started not too long ago, the PVC podcast. It's actually pretty cool, pretty chill. Just a couple friends talking, kind of deal. Not too different from us. I think.
I was gonna say, so what makes them different from us?
Not much. Little different group dynamic, I guess. It's a group dynamic when you have like an Australian and two black guys. I mean, it's a total different dynamic from us.
True.
We're mostly
Which one?
yeah, mostly America. Well, they also talk about like food and their day and stuff too. It's not, we're mostly video games, whereas video games is one of their topics.
Talk about that.
We've already proposed the cooking with Morg segment.
That's because Morg just like pops off with just some crazy food every once in a while. It's just like, have you eaten the flubberba jacks? And I'm like, the what? What? what is this? Oh, it's like a fancy thing you eat before tea. And I'm like, huh? First of all, I don't drink tea. Second of all, I thought you were Canadian, not British. Third of all, where? What? How? He just, he is a foodie.
So,
He is a foodie.
um, what's who picks the next monster of the week?
I'm going to default to you, Pan, because it's got all messed up.
We need to pin it. We need to pin it.
We do.
And I think from now on, if you just happen to not be here for your monster of the week pick, you just get skipped. Because otherwise it's too hard to track. And I know it's not fair, especially when it's usually circumstances beyond your control, but it's just too hard to track. And whatever, it's a small petty thing.
Yeah. So, your pick.
Oh God, did we now I'm on the spot. Kieran.
Kieran, all right.
We're doing Kieran.
I can do a Kieran week. I can talk a lot about Kieran.
And then in planning, I'm going to type up order of people picking. I'm taking Ace off the order because I don't think Ace is with us much longer.
Nope. This is again Ace's last day. Although his last day was 2 weeks ago. We got him on loan.
I didn't know that I was going to have 2 weekends off in a row, but for the next 3 weeks at least, I am exposed on Saturday.
Yep. So next week, me, Pan, and Morg, hopefully, and then Hot Sammy Slims. And then we'll go from there. Gonna try to get some other people on, hopefully get VT back one of these days. Wolfie's interested in coming back on at some point, but Wolfie is not a normal recording time deal because she be in Germany. So,
well, we do Sunday morning. Me up.
Okay.
Sunday mornings are a little non-viable for me.
Yeah, as we tried. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening and tuning in to the Twitch stream. We will catch you next week. This is Fortwan. You can catch me at HunterSubPod on Twitter and here on Twitch. And you can also check out the Discord where we have had people coming in and hunting and stuff. It's been kind of cool. It's kind of died off a little bit with the hunting, but I'm still on most nights, especially with my brother. And we're still crown hunting, and we've been willing to pop off of that and help people with their quests if they need to do other things.
For real, Discord people, I know you I hope people in our Discord are listening. For real, just jump in a hunting room, and if I see people in a hunting room and I'm up for playing Monster Hunter, I will jump in the hunting room and kill whatever it is you're trying to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if we got any night owls, I'm pretty much now available anytime after mid, up until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Just because
I
I've
can't
rotated
do that.
that schedule now.
I wish I could. I cannot.
This time last year I could have.
Yeah.
I basically sleep till like 1.
Mm.
How my body allows me to sleep, and then leave and start work at 4. Then I go until midnight, and then I come back home.
Alrighty.
I was already night owl beforehand.
You.
Huh?
Now we know exactly how to stalk you.
I'll just take alternate routes. I'll just screw myself over in the reverse order.
You have like 6 roads in Wisconsin.
Oh no, there's plenty.
Yeah, they had to build all the new ones with people wrecking when they're drunk driving.
Oh,
hey,
man.
It's Blakey. Hey, girl.
Friggin'.
Oh, doggy.
Friday.
Oh, look at that happy doggy.
Thursday coming to work. Such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
How many?
I was trying to get on the highway and it was backed up like 200 feet. So I was like, okay, I'll go and swing partially through the city to get on the other highway, take that route to work. And then I saw that the on-ramp that had been closed for several months was finally open too late. So I missed that. And then I was coming up to my turn, and that turn lane was also backed up. So I was all right, I'll just go city streets to work. And
City
then
people problems.
everyone was like taking their time, not knowing where they were going, pulling out in front of.
You know,
It was a
it's
nightmare.
it sounds like Ace has a case of the road rage.
Yeah, I mean that's just me.
These sound like city people problems.
It's true. Yeah, I live out in the boonies as well, and it's like I have 5 different ways to get into town, and they are all pretty much within 2 minutes of each other because they're all 25-minute plus. Like,
I mean, I don't live in the boonies. I live in the second largest city in my state. But I live in Nebraska, so
second largest. Yeah, it's about the size of the city I go to, which is like the
yeah.
50th largest in a. Hey, we were the first capital, though. The first. That's like on our water tower. First and third capital of Ohio. Yay.
Well, we invented yellow school buses, so there, and Kool-Aid. That's what we got, okay? What?
We just have a lot of cheese.
No, that's you guys.
Yeah, we just.
Oh, wait! I thought you were accusing us of having cheese.
No, you just have a lot of cheese.
We have so much cheese.
Most people like cheese. I think that's not an insult. Although I am not into this whole cheese curd deal. No.
I'm telling you, man. You just need to come up here, try fresh cheese curds and fried cheese curds.
Every
they are
time
so good.
That he has described it to me, it has got worse. It has got worse. Like, you need to have it like have that squeaky noise on your teeth, and I'm like, that sounds like eating wet rubber, and I am not into it.
That means they're fresh.
Yes. Yeah, fan. Yeah. What the fuck, indeed.
I'm just mouthing "what the fuck" over and over.
Yeah. No, that's so gross. It is so.
Isn't
it,
Blinky?
Bro,
you're such a naysayer, and you haven't even tried it.
I used to live in Northern Illinois. I lived there till I was like 10. I understand the cheese fetish that you guys have, that your people have.
Your people.
Our people.
Your
wow.
people.
Wisconsinians.
Like Wisconsinites are just a different race. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if you enjoy eating wet rubber, I suppose, yes.
Hey, it's cheese, not rubber. How dare you?
It sounds like rubber.
So, Ace.
Yeah. Ace.
What social medias do you have? Because I don't have any.
She's just on Discord. If you want to find Pan,
yes,
on the Discord.
I am. I'm on Discord.
You can find me on Twitter at AceBadger, where I'll be calling out 421 for cheese.
For crimes against cheese.
Crimes against.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Cheese-manity.
I like cheese. However, I prefer mozzarella, and that is my biggest cheese, and it is the most basic cheese you can get, and I'm good. I put it on my hot dogs. Like most people are like cheddar on hot dog. I put mozzarella on my hot dogs.
Have you never had fresh mozzarella?
Oh, I have.
Yeah, I have.
No, I can't. I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. It's a solid choice. It's not my choice.
Basically like that.
It's not my favorite.
A little harder, so when you chew it, it squeaks on your teeth.
Nope, we're done. We're done.
Ow.
We're done.
God.
All done. That's the fade out there. That's the fade out right there for it.
Yep.
You just need it so it squeaks on your cheese. Good night, everybody.
Keep your squeaky cheese later.
Filthy cheese haters.